Does, said the disciples to Jesus, "Speak to us about the kingdom of heaven. To what does she compare?" To this Jesus said, "She compares to a grain of mustard, smaller than all of the seeds. When, however, it should fall upon the earth and is properly tended, does it send out a great branch which comes to be shelter for the birds of the sky." Miriam asked Jesus, "Whom do your disciples resemble?" He replied, "They resemble small children living in a field which is not theirs. When the lords of the field return, they will say, 'Give our fields back to us.' The children strip naked in their presence, so they may give the clothes back to them, and they give their fields back. Therefore I say this, if the Lord of the house should realize that the robber is coming, he will keep watch before he comes and does not permit him to tunnel into his kingdom and enable him to take his goods. You, however, keep watch from the beginning of the world. Bind yourselves together as powerfully as you can, so that the thieves fall on their way to you, for the outward help you seek, they will fall upon." So basically, if you know something is going to happen, devise a plan and stop it. This is for knowledge, because you know before it. He says, "Let a man of understanding into your midst. When the fruit ripened, he came in a hurry with a sickle in hand and reaped the crop. He who has ear of him to listen, let him listen." He was prepared. He knew it was going to ripen, so he went straight out to the field and did it before anybody could come into the field and steal it, or it goes bad or anything. He learned a lesson from before. Again, it was a lesson in foreknowledge. Jesus looked at some little ones taking milk and said this to his disciples, "These little ones who take milk compare to those who go into the kingdom." And they said, "So we being little ones will go into the kingdom." Jesus said this to them, "When you should make the two one, and if you should make the inner side like the side outer, and the side outer like the side inner, and the side upper like the side lower, so you will be making the male and the woman that one alone, so that neither the male become male, nor the woman become woman. So that when you make some eyes to the place of an eye, and the hand to the place of a hand, and a foot to the place of a foot, an image in place of an image." It's equality in science. Chaz, perfect example. He'd have been strong as a man or as a woman. He kept seeking until he found what he felt was right, and power to you. Then he says, "You will go into the kingdom. I will choose you 1 out of 1,000, and 2 from 10,000. They will all stand to their feet, they being one alone." This again will be much easier as this all goes along. His disciples then said, "Show us to the place that you are from, because it is necessary for us to seek after him." Said Jesus to them, "He who has ear, let him listen. Light exists in the inner of a man of light, and he becomes light to the world, all of it. If he does not become light, he is darkness. He isn't a man of light. If the man cannot find that light inside himself, he can't become complete. You do not have to seek after him. He's already there. Therefore, living in the darkness of